Welcome to your mat. Thank you for being here today. I'm so glad you decided to do this short practice. Today we are going to awaken the heart a little bit, okay? This will be a kind of intermediate but accessible. I always give options for everybody, but just a practice to help open the heart. So if your shoulders are feeling tight, the front of your hips are feeling a little tight, this is going to feel good. We are going to flow, so we are going to move, but we'll also have some good openers as well. So if you need any props, make sure you grab those blankets, blocks, straps, anything you need. So as we start today and we think about opening the heart, there's a quote by Oscar Wilde, and he says, "Be yourself because everyone else is taken." And I think this is one of the hardest things in our world today, is to truly be ourselves, because we can feel so judged and we compare and we constantly have this lens that is filtering the perception of who we really are because of everything else that we see in the world. And today I want to remind you and give you permission to love you, to fall in love with you, to be at home with yourself in this body, in this world, because everybody else is taken and you are with you longer than anyone else. So it's about time we made up, right? So go ahead, sit up nice and tall, close your eyes. And I want you to take one hand to the center of the chest, over the heart space, the heart chakra, which is center of the heart. Start to feel the wave of your breath. And take a moment with your hand on your heart, and if there is an intention you would like to set, take a moment to set an intention. It's not other people's job to like us, it's our job to like ourselves. And this is a practice. Whew. This isn't easy work, okay? It's not easy work at all. Good. And then let your head bow down. Your hand can release towards your chest. And inhale, lift your chin, open your eyes. Good. Now you're going to take your feet so they're a little bit wider than your hips, and your hands are going to come behind you. And you're going to just windshield wiper your knees right. And as you do that, I want you to kind of lift the chest so you feel like there's a cobra, sense of cobra happening in the left side of the chest. And then back to center. And then knees over to the left. And just for a moment, really lift right side. So exhale, center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, center. And you're going to notice you kind of move a little on the sticky mat if that's happening for you. You're doing it right. Inhale, I'm kind of scooching myself. Inhale, lift. Exhale, center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, center. Now, see if you can inhale, lift. And then take your right leg and just make it so that it's parallel with the short edge of your sticky mat. Scooch this left knee back a little bit, and then move your ankle bone so that it's right back behind the knee. And inhale, lift your chest. And now exhale, take the left hand to right knee and turn and twist, look over your right. My right hand is right off to my right hip. You can't see it, but it's right there. Lift your chest, and we're getting some big space here, starting at the right waistline, but going all the way up to the heart. Take one more breath. And because these practices are a little shorter, we don't have the linger time, bring it back around. And now hopefully you can just switch. So you just go to the back of your mat. I have to adjust this back leg just a little and push that ankle out slightly so it's behind the knee. Right hand now is coming to left knee. Inhale, nice and tall. This back outer hip rotates forward. The chest lifts and the sternum and torso turn left. My left hand is outside the left hip. Take a deep breath into that left waistline. Hug the shoulder blades onto the back. Lift the sternum. Good. And then bring it back around. Good. Let's come up onto a kneeling position. So I'm going to do it sitting right on the heels. If that's too much for you, you can come up on the shins, okay? Right hand's going to come behind you. I want you to feel like your body's a plank. This isn't camel. Feel like your body's a plank so you can actually be leaning a little bit more back. We're going to inhale, push into the right hand, lift left arm up, and then exhale, set the hips down, left hand behind you. So don't worry about how high you're going here today. Just make sure you're feeling okay in the low back here. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Again, inhale, lift, and lower. So we're waking up the thighs a little bit. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. This is the last one. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Good. Let's come around onto all fours. So the hands are going to come out in front of you. Hands are going to come out in front of you. Let's just do a couple cat and cows here. Allow the belly to drop. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round your back. Push into the hands. You feel the opposite of the opening of the heart. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, groins back. Exhale, push down and forward with the hands. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, neutral spine. Take your right leg, you're going to tuck your right toes, click it off to the right so it's on about a 45-degree angle, and the left leg is going to go back. So you're in a modified side plank. Lift the left leg up. Bend your left knee, reach back and catch your left ankle. Kick the shin back into the hand and open up the chest. And you may wobble here a little bit. That's okay. Breathe. Good. And then draw the belly button in. Release the leg, arm up. Inhale. Exhale. Set it down. Good. Let's switch sides. Left shin. Swivel that left shin off to the left. Right leg goes back. Top arm goes up. Bottom shoulder. Take it out of the ear. Hug the shoulder blade in towards the spine. And lift the right leg up. Bend the right knee. Reach back. Catch the outer ankle. Kick your shin back. Kick it back. And as the shin goes back, lift the belly up. So shin back, take the tailbone forward. Tailbone forward. Shin, so thigh back, tail forward. Thigh back, tail forward. We're going to use that again later. Open it up. Good. And then exhale, release. Good. Top hand comes down. Circle back, top of the mat, downward facing dog. So you'll see me turn a little bit more on my mat. You don't need to do that. I'm just doing it so that I'm not behind, facing away from you. So take a breath in. Downward dog, exhale, breath out. So in your down dog, rotate the biceps a little bit more forward, the triceps more down, and then push down and forward with the hands, stretch up and back through your hips. Take a deep breath through the nose. Sigh it out. Good. Right leg reaches up. Inhale. Now, bring your weight forward like you're going toward a plank, but your hips are going to stay up. And bend your right knee. Good. Now down dog kick. Exhale, kick it back. Inhale, forward. It's like a little scorpion tail. Exhale, back. Once more. Inhale, forward. Push. Exhale, back. Take the right foot down towards the floor. Now notice, right to left. Breathe in. Sigh it out. Let it go. Left leg reaches up. Good. Now exhale, come forward. So shoulders are over wrists. And then inhale, bend the knee like you're flicking. Yep. And then exhale, push back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. So you're creating the back bend. One more. Arch the back. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, back. Good. Set the left foot down. Take a deep breath. Breathe in. And now walk forward. Exhale, top of your mat. Breathe out. Lift the heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold and bow. Reverse your swan dive. Breathe in. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Isn't that amazing how quick that gets you warm? Inhale, reach up. Everything's going to be easier from there. Exhale, forward fold. Bend those knees as much as you need to. Head relaxes. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, right leg steps back. Let's just flow a little. Back knee down, warming up the front of those hips. Inhale, reach the arms up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck the back toes, down dog kick. Inhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Inhale, re-straighten the leg. Exhale, set the foot down to the floor. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, step or hop, top of your mat. Half high, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left foot steps back, lunge. Take the back knee down towards the floor. Anjaneyasana, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down, tuck the toes. Inhale, down dog kick, right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Keep your left armpit lifting. Inhale, re-straighten the legs, square it off. Exhale, right foot to the floor. This time come forward like a wave, plank pose. And then exhale your knees, your chest, and your chin to the floor. Good, belly down. Inhale, cobra. Now in your cobra, I want you to just take a moment and move a little bit side to side. Open up the heart, open up the front of the hips. And then downward facing dog. One of my favorite things about a home practice is really just getting comfortable with who we are. Not feeling like we have to do certain variations or what we think in our mind is the hardest thing, but we can let ourselves just be. Let's lift the heels, inhale. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop. Half high, lengthen. Fold and bow. Inhale, reverse. Hands to the heart, exhale. Okay, let's put a little of that together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Right leg steps back. All right, now you can drop the back knee down again, or you can come up high lunge, crescent pose. Inhale. Bend the back knee a little and exhale, cactus your arms if your back leg is up. Inhale, excuse me, re-straighten the back leg. Exhale, hands to the ground, down dog kick. Good, now remember that little scorpion? So come forward, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, push back. Now stay in your down dog, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale. Good, now stay here, breath. 1. Good, now if you wanted to drop your left foot behind you into a wild thing, you could. Left foot steps behind. 2, top arm reaching over. Take 1 more breath. Inhale. And 3, wrap back around, down dog kick. Inhale. Exhale, left foot down to the floor. Lift both heels, breathe in. Step or hop, top of the mat. Lengthen your spine. Our left foot steps back. Now make sure your feet are hip distance apart, okay? High lunge or low lunge with the back knee down. Crescent pose. Inhale, reach the arms up. Back knee bends if the leg is up. Open the heart. Inhale, re-extend the arms, back leg goes straight. Exhale, hands down, down dog kick. Do the scorpion flick. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, push back, down dog kick. Bend the knee, inhale. Now you can stay here right away. You can flip right away. Right foot has the option to drop behind. Roll to the outer edge of the back foot. Top arm, right arm reaches over. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more, breathe in. Wrap the right hand back around, down dog kick. Exhale. Top foot down, breathe in, down dog. Exhale, stay here. Plank pose, inhale. All the way to the belly. Exhale. All right, keep your hands in cobra. Bend your right knee. Inhale, lift your chest. Right knee bends as you lift into cobra. And release. Right foot down, forehead to the floor. Now left leg bends. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Lower. Good. Both legs bend. Inhale. Lift your chest. Bend both your knees, open the sternum. And then exhale back, hips to heels, child's pose or puppy pose, Anahata Asana. Okay, hips stay up over the knees if you're doing puppy pose. Take a deep breath in. Maybe open the mouth, sigh it out. You guys get to hear the train in my backyard today. Lucky you. Good. Forearms come down. You should still be able to hear the sound, okay? Forearms come down. Melt your heart between your two upper arms. Draw the belly button in. Tuck your toes. And let's take a dolphin pose. Now, if you're tight in the hamstrings here, you're just probably going to leave your feet where they are. You bend your knees and tilt your sitting bones up and back. And if you're a little more open, you might be able to walk your feet in a little closer. Straighten your legs. Hug your outer upper arms in as much as you can. Push your index finger down. Push your inner wrist down just a little bit more. Deep breath in. Full breath out. One more. Inhale. Drop to the knees. Exhale. Child's pose. Now you can hold your feet, or you can reach your arms out over your head. Either way, take a couple breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Once more, inhale, exhale. Good, lift up to all fours. Step your right foot forward in between your hands and walk both hands up that right leg. Good, lift your chest up nice and tall. And we're gonna take a thigh stretch here. So same hand to foot, my right hand's gonna stay on my thigh. Now here's the key. You may need to pad your knee. You're not right on the kneecap, you're actually in front of the kneecap. So that's the tricky part, and I'm on this harder surface, so if you're on a hard surface too, you can do what I'm doing. You're just gonna take your mat, give it a little half roll right there, and that gives a good amount of padding. All right, left hand reaches back. Now you can hold the outer edge of the foot. Here might be where a strap is good. Some of you, thumb to the inside, fingertips to the outside, or even swivel so that the fingertips are in the same direction as your toes. Push into that right hand, move your belly back, and then if you wanted to, you can take Yan Mudra, thumb and index finger together and reach the right arm up. Good. Steady your drishti. How can we fall in love with ourselves? Because everybody else is taken. Good. Take another deep breath. Breathe in. It's being comfortable in our bodies. Breathe out. Being accepting of where we are today in this moment without having to push. Breathe out. Last breath, inhale. And let it go. Exhale. All right, Ardha Hanuman. I just always, after when I do those thigh stretches that way, I always have to do an Ardha Hanuman. That front leg works pretty darn hard to hold us up. So it's like, can I just have a little something, something? And we say, yes, yes, of course you can. Here we go. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Now, if you want a little back waistline stretch, take your left hand, reach it to the outer edge of your right foot. If you're super open here, you can even reach it off the foot. Good. Now we're going to do one more on this side. Inhale, rebend into that right leg. Now come all the way back, and I want you to make two 90-degree angles. So you have a 90-degree angle here on the front leg. You have a 90-degree on this back leg as well. Okay? Now, hands to hips. I'm going to tuck my back toes. You could also, if you had a block, put a block by that back ankle. Okay? Squeeze your elbows together. Lift your chest. And then you might be able to find that back heel, okay? And if it's there, I want you to take your right hand and bring it behind your head. Hold your head. Try to move the left rib cage a little bit more forward and breathe. If you're feeling good, you could always extend the arm alongside the ear for 3. can always keep holding the head too. 2. And bring it on up. 1. Good. Hands to the ground, to the mat. Lift your back knee. Downward facing dog. No one says being ourselves is easy, right? Like these are not easy. Drop to the knees, left foot forward in between the hands. Walk both hands up that front thigh. Pad the knee if you need to. Pad the knee if you need to. All right, thigh stretch. Right hand, let it reach back. Catch the foot. Outside, inside, or some of you starting to swivel the fingertips in the same direction as the toes. So remember, these are just spots that you can stop. If our shoulders are tight, you're going to hold the outside of the foot. Push into the hand. You might need a blanket here. Pad the knee. My right side is usually a lot tighter than my left. I am right-handed, so really notice it in this side. And you'll probably feel it in your body too. One side's different than the other. You're like, I love that side. I love that side too. I love this side. I love that side. I love both my sides. Take another breath. And let it go. Ardha Hanuman. I'm going to unroll that. Flex your front foot. Peel the heart forward. Push into your big toe mound inner heel. Draw the outer left hip back. Good. Now, if you're just like, I can't get into that other half camel, that's kind of what we are going into here is this last side, walking back up. Now here we are not in an Anjaneyasana. We are 2 90-degree angles like we did in the beginning of the practice when we were going side to side. So tuck the back toes if that's helpful. You can also put a block on the tallest setting. You might need it inside your foot, you might need it outside. You'll have to kind of play around with that. Otherwise, just bring hands to hips, one-legged camel. Lift your chest. So sternum lifts up, flesh of the buttocks moving down, and you might reach back. If you feel that heel is there, you can grab it. Keep the heart lifting up. Left hand can come behind the head. Push into that back hand against the heel and open it up. Tone the glute on the right side in particular, and then you have the option to reach the arm for 3, 2, and bring it up. 1. Oh, right. Back knee up, down dog. Exhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Breath in. Let it go. Last time, friends. Inhale. Let it go. Drop to the knees. If you have a jump through practice, you're welcome to do that as well. Cross your ankles. We're going to come down all the way onto the back. If you had a block and you want to use it, give you a chance for that. Rock a little bit side to side. Let's just get into those outer hips just a wee bit, okay? You're going to cactus your arms, set your feet to the floor. We're going to do it in a twist. Now, if you have your back's just feeling a little sensitive, maybe don't cross the legs. Just keep them side by side. But otherwise, right leg's going to go on top. Push into that left foot. Pick your hips up a little bit and shift them about 2 inches right. And then reset the hips back down. And then your knees, both of them, are going to come over to the left. Over to the left. So we do that little scoot so that the outer hip is basically in line with the crown of the head. We're not on a diagonal. And your outer left knee is kind of gently pushing against that right calf, drawing it down. Outer right hip is moving away from your right shoulder. Good, now bring it up. Shift the hips back to center, and now let your knees actually go over to the right. Keep them crossed if you can. Very nice stretch here, totally different. Right? You get it across the front of the hip. You might even feel it a little into the glute. You might notice it even into the belly and the abdomen. If it's too much, remember you just uncross your legs. Good. Bring it back up. Now unwind that top leg. Recenter yourself. Take a breath. And now left knee is going to cross over. Pick the hips up, little shift over to the left, and then knees are going to come over to the right first. Gaze to the left. Breathing in nice and deep. Breathing out. If you have more time, please stay longer. Bring the legs up. Position the hips back so they move back over to the right, and now knees are going to go over to the left. Breathe into the abdomen. Enjoy that stretch across the hip. The yoga practice invites us to feel like we are coming back home to ourselves, that we actually kind of miss these practices when we don't take them. Like something just, what's missing? Oh yeah, it's that time for myself. That's what's missing. Good, bring it back up. Unwind that top leg, both feet flat on the floor. Arms are gonna come by your sides. Palms facing down. Inhale, lift your hips up. Work your upper arms in toward each other and interlace your hands underneath your back for a bridge pose. Keep pushing the back of your head against the floor. Your neck is clear. Your neck is not touching the ground. Your chin is level with your forehead. Your inner thighs are rotating towards the floor, and yet your tailbone is lifting up, up, up. Take another deep breath. Release your clasp. Slowly, slowly unwind. Peel the spine back down. Bring your knees into your chest. Take a happy baby pose. Rock side to side. Now, if it doesn't feel good to take the full happy baby, let your heels just drop towards your glutes and arms are on the insides of your legs, and just hold your ankles. This feels really good too. Just grounds the back a little more, and if we're a little tighter through the back and hips, this is a little bit easier for our body to sustain a nice steady breath pattern as we wind down. And take one more breath. Bring your legs together. Rock a little bit side to side, and let's just take a couple minutes in Shavasana, reaching the arms out long. Push into your elbows, hug your upper arm bones in so it elevates your heart a little bit. Let your eyes close and allow your outer body to melt. I will give you a cue when it's time to come out, but just let your body and your mind completely release. And as your mind wanders, just return it to the breath. Slowly start to come back. If you have more time, please stay longer. Give yourself a couple more minutes. Otherwise, start to move your fingers and your toes. Stretch your arms up and over your head. Take a big full body stretch. Bend your knees, place your feet to the floor. We'll roll to the right side. Bringing your body all the way back up and around to an easy seat. Let's fold the hands in together at the heart space. As you leave your mat today, remembering to give yourself permission to be who you are, to speak your truth, to follow your heart and do things that light you up, that make you feel good. It's the most important work that we can do to be ourselves, because truly, friends, everyone else is taken. So let's fall in love with who we are, having grace and compassion for ourselves along the way. And drawing thumbs up to third eye, remembering to follow the wisdom that lies within each and every one of us. I thank you from the bottom, from my heart to yours, for practicing with me today. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you, friends. Thank you for being here. Until next time.